In the bustling heart of the Roman Empire, the city of Rome pulsed with life at the peak of its power. The year was 150 CE, a time when the empire stretched from the windswept coasts of Hispania to the deserts of Syria. This vast expanse of territory was held together by an intricate web of roads, the lifeblood of this ancient civilization, embodying the remarkable organizational and engineering prowess of the Romans. In this age, daily existence in Rome varied starkly between the classes. The empire's hierarchy was as rigid as marble, with emperors claiming divine status, senators wielding political might, and wealthy patricians living in opulent villas adorned with mosaics. Below them, the plebeians, the ordinary citizens, toiled in trades, while the slaves, often prisoners from conquered lands, formed the backbone of the workforce. Imagine a young Roman named Marcus, a potter by trade, rising before dawn. His modest home stood in the crowded Subura district, a juxtaposition to the grandeur of the Roman Forum not far away. Each morning, Marcus carefully crafted terracotta lamps, using skill passed down through generations. These were essential in a time when oil lamps illuminated the city's labyrinthine streets after dusk. For many like Marcus, daily life was defined by routines and rituals. The Romans cherished their baths, seeing them not just as places of cleanliness, but as centers of social interaction. The clatter of chariots echoed in the Circus Maximus, where thousands gathered to watch the thrilling races, their roar rising as frantic horses charged around the circuit. In contrast to this seeming permanence, however, the empire was in a state of constant flux. The 3rd century brought challenges that threatened both the economic stability and the social fabric of Rome. As the phenomenon of inflation grew, the once reliable Roman currency lost its value, a silent specter that seeped into every corner of daily life. Initially, Marcus barely noticed the change. A lamp sold for a few denarii yesterday was still fetching the same amount today, but the real worth was declining. Bread grew scarce, its price rising even as wages stagnated. The once bustling markets in Rome's Forum began to reflect an air of strain, a quiet tension in the whispered conversations between vendors and customers. Marcus encountered the phenomenon most acutely while standing in line for grain dole, a vital source of sustenance for Rome's urban poor. With each passing day, the queues grew longer, the patience of the crowd thinner. It was here that the economic strain translated into palpable human experience. Despite the increasing hardships, the Romans' cultural life remained vibrant, if tinged with a growing apprehension. The city buzzed with oratory, public speakers confident, or sometimes desperate, vying for influence in the settlement of senatorial squabbles. Plays and festivals provided relief, their stories often myths, yet eerily reflecting the societal tensions of the time. As inflation continued its relentless march, many Romans resorted to barter or local currencies, stepping back from the broad sweep of Roman fiscal policy towards self-reliance and community networks. These shifts spurred movings and risings, migrations from the city back to rural farms, as people sought out stability in a world in transition. Religious changes mirrored these economic shifts. Rome's traditional pantheon faced challenges from burgeoning new faiths, particularly Christianity, which offered solace and a compelling narrative of hope beyond the present earthly struggles. Persecutions erupted sporadically, yet the faith endured, a flickering lamp against the backdrop of imperial grandeur. The long-term impact of these changes within Rome can be viewed as both a cultural transformation and an enduring legacy. Economically, Rome set foundational principles in trade, taxation, and standardized currency that would influence civilizations for centuries. Culturally, it was a crossroad of ideas, a melting pot that would shape Western thought, governance, and architecture. Indeed, the Roman experience depicted the cyclical nature of societal evolution, illustrating how adversity breeds adaptation and creates new paradigms. The transformation was profound, setting the stage for the medieval world the Western Roman Empire disintegrated towards the 5th century, leaving a profound imprint on modern political and legal structures. In reflecting on Rome's plight, one might wonder how the seeds of adjustment are present even in today's societies, facing similar fiscal and social challenges. What insights can we garner from ancient Rome to navigate our present-day complexities? What aspects of Roman daily life would you find most intriguing or challenging?